Hi everybody, welcome back. This is X. I'm back here in the basement of the workshop down in the enchanting room. You might remember from, I think it was a couple of episodes ago, I showed you the the link book that I've got to the village that I found. So the episode has come where we will be building a little Nexus world to use as a stopover point to easily get to the village because it is quite far away. I think from memory it's about 1 kilometre away, so this will save us having to travel there and back. Unfortunately, I only have access to unstable ages at the moment, Mystcraft Ages, because, well, that's actually one of the reasons I need access to a village is to buy Mystcraft pages so that I can make a stable age. So we're going to make a temporary bus stop type of place where we can use it. We can basically go there, and then from there we'll have a little room where there's a book to come back here and a book to go to the village. We can go between here and the village very quickly. The only problem is because the age will be unstable, we're going to have to deal with instability like negative potion effects and block decay and maybe charged environments and random explosions and things like that. So I was thinking we could either make an age or we can see what I've got in here. I haven't actually looked in here, so we'll see. Okay, I've got one called Die in a Tree, so that's probably not the best one to do. I don't think I want to die in a tree again. And I've got one called Stormy Darkland, so that's probably a charged dark place. But I guess it'll be alright just to have... we're going to have just a room in it. I was thinking maybe we'll have it hovering off the ground in case there's like block decay. We don't want it getting destroyed by like growing tumours in the ground, pretty much. So if we have it high up off the ground somewhere, we'll just a node pole up and then build a frame and then build it inside that. The only thing we're going to worry about is the storms, so we'll have to quickly get a roof up, but that should be okay. I think we can use the filler, and we just got to put something over top of the filler so it doesn't get destroyed. So we'll try that, I think. And I've got a bag here that I've just put a few things in, like our a link book home, a link book to the village, some book stands, chests and a crafting table in case we need it, some ladders so we can get up and down easily to the platform, spare shovel, I don't know why, I just had that on me, and I've got my tool bag as usual with the filler and a bunch of odds and ends just in case. So yeah, I guess we'll get started. So let's see, let's probably try this one. We'll see if this one's any good. We'll stick that here, and I guess we'll hope for the best. Hopefully we won't die immediately. Wow, I wasn't kidding, this is really dark. This is exceptionally dark. Alright, well, let's build a little hut very quickly, because we don't want to die by the hands of a creeper or something, since we can't see anything. Wow, that's terrible. That is the darkest. That's actually darker than I think any other age I've seen. It's very dark. Alright, so we'll build a hut and then we'll go from there. Ow, what was that? Oh, I'm starving, okay. Okay, apparently I'm got hunger and blindness. Oh, that's what the darkness is, it's actually blindness. I would have thought that my quantum helmet would have gotten rid of the negative effects, but apparently not. Well, that's not very nice. Oh, I guess we can still build it. Yeah. We'll definitely not going to chunk load it or anything, because we don't want any kind of decay happening while we're not here. Go through all my food very quickly. Not a fan of that blindness, it's pretty annoying. Alright, so I guess we're here, so that's our overworld link book back. So we can put down... Okay, so we already had a link book down, okay, well that's cool. So what we can do is we'll stick down our Land's End book. Whoops. And we'll put that here. And then what I might do is actually I'll go back to the house. Yeah, that blindness is really annoying. Where am I? I don't even know where I am. Oh, here I am. Okay. And then we can make another... We can grab another book to take with us to the village so we can make another link book. That way we can have one on us as well as one at the Nexus. Book. Here we go. One of them. It's a paper. And... Oops. There we go. Book. And we'll take that with us. Okay. And maybe I'll grab some more cobblestone as well. So I'll be back in a second. I'll just grab some more cobblestone to use as building material. Okay, I'm just teleporting across now. I just used the Nexus to teleport to the village. This is the village here. Well, you can't see very much of it, but there we go. Okay. Now, we want to secure this village. We don't want it being attacked constantly because, you know, as you can see, it's already lost a few doors, which means it's limited to how many villages it can have. So we want to try to wall it off and light up the inside of the wall as best we can. So I'm thinking maybe we can use the filler to do lines of cobblestone. So maybe we can set it up here and we'll go across this way and maybe stop. It's a bit uneven ground here, so maybe we'll stop here and then we can sort of try to level it off over there or something. So if we run it, hang on, so what's the height over here? I'm trying to make it the same height. Maybe if we do it from up on this, yeah, here we go, about there I think. And if we... Alright, so where's my filler? Filler... And you know what I forgot to bring was the redstone energy cells, so I'll be back in a sec. That was really silly of me, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, be very glad I just saved you the hassle of watching that. It occurred to me that I didn't have another one of these books to the Nexus world on me. There's only the one, and it's here. So I went back in the hut, realised that there was no way back, and I had to walk the entire way back, so that just took me about 10 minutes. So, yeah. I'm back here now though, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring another book, and this time I'm going to make a link book to Stormy Darkland from when I'm in there, and then I can leave it at the village. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is grab that. So I'll just take the workshop one, that'll do. Crescent hammer. Where are you? Crescent hammer, here it is. Okay. and it's full thanks to my steam power setup. And we're not going to go the long way because the long way is very boring, and in fact I'm going to turn off that. I turned on my home waypoint because I had no idea which way to go. Stormy Darkland is what we want. Okay, and we want to go Land's End as quickly as possible, and over here I am going to set up a book stand, and I'm also going to make a linking book. Oh no! I did it again! Oh. Alright. I'm going to cut again, because I now have to walk home again. That is the stupidest thing I think I've ever done in Minecraft. Okay. I'll see you in some time, I suppose. Whew! Alright, I just made it back. You can see it's now night time. It took me pretty much half the Minecraft day to get home. I had to go the long way, sprinting along the top of the river. It was interesting. Anyway, so I guess we'll try that again. Maybe I'll sleep first. Okay, so I've got my book. I can do that. Yes. What? Let's get out of here before we get attacked by Endermen. Okay, no, I'm not going to do that again. I refuse. Now, book. Linking book. Right, that's what we want. Now, let's go here. Yes, now we can stick that book there. Right, now we can always get to the Nexus point. Yay! I finally remembered what I was doing properly. Now, let's set up this filler and start making walls. So if we put it, yeah, about here, I think that should be good. So if we go filler, actually we should put in the markers first, the landmarks. So if we say a landmark there, and we might build a little framework, I suppose. So if I come up here a bit, like that. Okay, and then we'll get rid of that. So we'll put the filler down there, and then we want another one that's level with that over here. So maybe about there. Yeah, about there. Looks good. Right, about there, and then we want to go back over here, and we'll activate that, and it makes a nice big rectangle thing. And then we're going to put the filler down. No, the filler, not the log. Right there. And then we're going to pick up our landmarks. Then we're going to eat some food. Right. Okay. Now we need to set up a pattern in this so that it knows what to do. So we're going to get our bricks out, and then we're going to give it a pattern of solid stuff, just a solid wall. If we had a like an actual prism shape, it will just make the whole, it will fill the whole thing with whatever we give it. But because we're only doing a wall, it doesn't really matter. Now we need to give it some power. So we're going to put down our energy cell, and we'll pull out some redstone energy conduit. And as usual, it's input on both sides, so it's not actually running until we crescent hammer it. But first we're going to give it some materials. And I'm just using cobblestone because it's basically because it's cheap. Because there's a million tons of it handy in my base, because I was silly the first time I ran a quarry. Okay, there we go. So that'll probably do at the moment. And now we'll get our crescent hammer out, like so. And we have a wall. Now what we can do is, well, pretty much the same thing. We can designate another area in this direction. We might go across to maybe about here. We'll just see how much cobblestone is left in the filler. Oh, plenty. Okay, this will be good. Alright, so what we can do is we'll put our landmarks back down. Actually, I might... Actually, we might need to reset the filler first. So if we pick all these up, our bricks, because I think we need to pick this guy up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then we'll put down that guy, and put him back up there again. And we don't have to clear these out, it'll just ignore any blocks that have things in them. Okay, and then if we go over to, it's one block above this, but it's on that line, so if I put it there, that should work. And then, oh, it's one block above that, okay. So if I go like that, that's in line with that, yep, good. And then we come over here, click on that, there we go, here's our wall, put the filler back down. Like that. Pick up our landmarks. Give it some more cobblestone. And our pattern. And then some power. We have a wall. There's still loads of power left, and there's still loads of cobblestone left, so we can take all this stuff back up again. And we can do it again. And we'll repeat this process. I'm just going to go around a few more of these edges, and I'll come back when I'm just about done, and yeah, you can see how easy it is to build a wall real fast. Okay, we've got some uneven ground here. At this end of the wall, which is actually the one I just did before, but I've just noticed this, so I thought I'd record it. Notice we're a lot higher up here, so even though this is the right angle corner that you would attach the filler to over here, we can't really put it at this level because over there it's a lot lower, and we don't really want to be filling in that massive gap manually. That would just be annoying. So what we're going to do is a little trick with landmarks. You can make a little lever, or use a redstone torch if you've got one of those. But a lever's quite handy because you can, I guess, you they've got more uses really. They're a bit more multifunctional. So if I do that, and put a lever next to a landmark, or give it a redstone signal in some way, then it shoots out these little lasers. They go out 64 blocks in all directions, and the idea is if you put that on the lower end, then what you can do here to find your right angle point is just to dig down. As long as you're within that 64 block section, you'll find the laser. There you go, see? And that's where we're going to put our landmark. Easy. Now I don't really want to use cobblestone for all this because there's no point in digging a huge trench just to do that. So I'm going to fill that back up for the moment, and because otherwise it's just a waste of cobblestone. Although we will have to put the filler there. I just realised. So what we're going to do is just dig in through the side. I'm just going to dig a little hole down in here. Here he is. So if we go like that, that way we're not going to interfere with our wall. And we'll put the filler right there. Oh, actually, first we need to turn off our laser. Like so. And then we need to set up our little grid for the wall. Now that should go, there we go. So there's our wall plan. And now we can put the filler down. And we'll pick up our landmarks. So there's 2 of them. So we're going to go get the other one. And then we should be able to do this bit. So what I might do is make a bit of space for this energy cell. And we'll put that down first. And then we'll fill this up. And we'll give it the plan. And then we'll crescent hammer this, just like before. Oops, wrong way. Is it not getting power? What's happening? Surely it's not out of power. It is losing power, but where is the power going? This is quite the conundrum. So how far did it get? So it filled in. So it stopped here. I wonder if for some reason it couldn't get rid of the flower. That's a bit strange. Surely that couldn't have been the problem. No, let's see how it goes. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it just doesn't like flowers. Well, it's okay, I guess. We can deal with that. Now, I'm now outside the wall, so we're going to move. I'll just cut and I'll move along, and I'll keep going around, and if I find something interesting I'll chime in and cut back in, and if not, then I'll see you at the other end of the wall. And we're done. So that's the wall done. Now I want to light up the inside of the wall as well. So we need to sort out some kind of lighting. Otherwise we'll still get mobs coming in. They'll just be spawning inside the wall. So that'll be the next thing. I'll just grab my stuff. And I suppose I should let in those guys that managed to jump out. A little bit of lag happening. Not sure why that is. Just making sure they can't jump over this. Wow, that's really, really laggy for some reason. I wonder why. Alright, well I'm going to go see if I can let them in, and then I might grab some more crafting materials, and we'll see if we can build some kind of lighting system for the village. Okay, that might do the job. I've just crafted 10 wrath lamps, which we can arrange around the village. They look a bit like that. They light up a big area. You'll notice there's, I was going to say there's no torches in here, but apparently there's one. Yeah, this thing can light up probably an area bigger than this room without much problem, so we should be able to arrange these around the village, and hopefully that does the job. And then if there's any dark spots, we can just put a torch down, or maybe some of that Zycraft block stuff that we had earlier, that we made the tank out of. Because these things stop mob spawning as well, so we should be able to use a combination of the two to get the job done, I think. So I'll meet you back at the village, and we'll set about getting these things hooked up. Okay, it's just going night time now, and all the villagers are just running off to their huts. I've just been doing a bit of maintenance, replacing a few doors that have been destroyed, and fixing up a couple of the farms. So, and I might even put in a few more huts. I just built this before, which is obviously working because they're hiding in there. So I might build a few more. And yeah, so we can check out what areas are being lit by the wrath lamps. You can see a few of them around the place. I'm putting them basically where there would have been the standard light pillars with the black wool on the top. I've made a few more that look the same, so they kind of fit in. And I've leveled out some of the land because some of it was a bit too uneven. You couldn't get into some of the doors because there was gravel in the way, stuff like that. So yeah, it seems to be pretty good. I'll probably need a few more torches, like maybe there, and probably over here. Maybe I'll take one of these ones. Yeah, I'll take this one out of the middle here since I've run out. I'll stick it over here. Just temporarily until we get. I probably need another wrath lamp here actually, just to do this area. There's some down there. It's really uneven ground. This village is like on top of a cavern system on the side of a mountain, so the ground is particularly uneven. Down here, I had to get creative with this because this is really bad. The side of the hill comes in and it kind of caves into like an underground area. And there's two huts down here on this side, and there's this marble floor below this is more cave, so I sealed that up and I put in a bit of stairs, and this goes back through to the main street again, so I don't have to walk over that hill every time. It's funny actually because I keep finding the villagers down here, they seem to like to go down there for some reason, I don't know why. So yeah, it seems to be working alright. I haven't seen any mob spawns inside the village. I've just been walking around so that, because I know they don't spawn within, I think it's 28 blocks of a player, so if I stand way over here, then potentially they could spawn on the other side. So yeah, I figure if I do laps around the village, there might be a chance something spawns. I can see where the problem areas might be. But I'm thinking it's pretty good. If there are any black spots, I'm assuming they'll be like on the roof of one of the buildings or something like that. They'll be in a... Whoa. Ah. There we go. Yeah, I'm thinking probably like up on that might be a bit of a problem. Or yeah, I don't know. There'll be a couple of problem places around. I might end up putting a wrath lamp like there, and where else? Maybe up on that. Oh, that probably just needs a torch actually. I wonder if I can move a torch. There's probably one somewhere I can take. I ran out of coal, and I know you can use things like beeswax and stuff, but I don't have a centrifuge to make it here. I've got the apiaries because there's apiary huts, but yeah, I don't have a centrifuge yet. But I've got my little book teleport system, so I can go back to the base, I suppose. I just wanted to hang around to see if there was any obvious black spots in the lighting system. I noticed this too. This hut here, you can see next in front of me there. It's got a weird, like it generated strangely. Half of it is this roof, and half of it is the flat top roof with the balcony. So yeah, I was gonna try and fix it and put a door in the balcony, but yeah, there's no, like there would be no entrance on the on the inside, just because of the way it is. So if I go around here, it looks really weird. I just thought I'd point it out just for the weirdness. Yeah, see? It's very strange. So yeah, I've got to do some trading, because I need to get things like proven frames, and there's a Mystcraft librarian here who's currently selling standard lighting pages, so I want to get one of them. And what else? I don't know. There's, well, emeralds obviously, because I really haven't. My quarries have so far not picked up any emeralds, but I can get them easily here. There's a guy here that sells emeralds for wheat, which is a really good trade, considering he has tons of wheat here anyway. But yeah, 19 wheat gives 1 emerald, which I thought was pretty good. So I'm going to go back and get a few stacks of wheat. So yeah, that's probably enough for this episode, I suppose. We did the little Mystcraft Age Nexus link, and we lit up a village with some wrath lamps, and yeah, that seems to be working. And now we have a nice village to trade with. So I might actually fix the village up, make it look a bit nice, and we'll have a quick tour in the next episode, along with whatever project we've got going on. And I'll see you next time. Bye.